watching.
Subscribe.
Hello, you're watching Screenstalker. I'm Fakidor Laurie Blake, and you're probably wondering, why are you on a green screen? Well, it's because nobody is actually here, because something called Clash of Champions happened last night, and everybody stayed up watching it on WrestleTalk. So I'm kind of here on my own today, being all like, well, the only champion that actually matters is obviously Ash Ketchum, who finally won the goddamn Pokemon League. Yes, mate, you did it. You nailed it. You smashed it out of the park with a team of Pikachu and Lycanroc. I mean, like last time he had a fully evolved team of 6 and a Greninja with a mystical special form that only transformed because of its bond with Ash, but he did it this time with just a Pikachu and a dog. How crap are all of the Alolan Pokemon trainers? Honestly, I can't wait to see him beat the Galar League with just a teapot. Anyway, coming up on today's show, the Russo brothers shoot on the Spider-Man Sony deal, beat by Mario Maker, and your comments. But before we get into all of that, why not answer the question of the day? Which game do you have your highest score in? Mine is Burnout 2. I'm pretty sure I had the world record on at least one of the races. Maybe. I never checked. Leave your comments though, because Luke and Pete will be going through them in tomorrow's video if they ever bother coming in again. Now we start things off with the news about the Sony and Disney Spider-Man deal, which is something that the Russo brothers have been rather tight-lipped about since it all came out, which is weird because they were definitely at the forefront of bringing Spider-Man into the MCU properly with Captain America Civil War. So I don't know, surely they had some opinions because it felt like Spider-Man was an integral part of what they were doing and the story they were telling. Well, in a recent interview with the Toronto Sun, they said, "Stepping back and trying to be as objective as possible, I think it's a tragic mistake on Sony's part to think that they can replicate Kevin Feige's penchant for telling incredible stories and the amazing success he has had over the years. I think it's a big mistake." Don't mince your words, anyone. Which I kind of think it's fair enough to say, because the long-term planning that Feige instituted for the MCU has led to every film, even the ones about space trees and talking raccoons, to be blockbuster hits, even if people didn't understand it. People will be sitting there going, what even is a Wakanda? But they still go and see the film anyway because they know it plays a part in this wider story that Marvel is telling. And even if you don't like one character, other characters that you do like may appear in that film and will build to a wider story, so you need to see all of the parts for it to really make sense. Because the MCU is just one big, long comics crossover event happening in front of our eyes. I think it's easy to vilify Sony in this scenario for withholding the thing that actually they have legal rights to withhold, and they should do because it's their biggest selling property. Get the deal that is right for you. It's just business. Because obviously it's actually a big loss for Marvel too. They killed off Iron Man, that is a month's-old spoiler there for you, and they were seemingly positioning Spider-Man to fulfill that same role as him, as sort of the quippy, slightly techie, sciencey guy who would become the sort of de facto Iron Man in the MCU. And you've got to take into fact that Spider-Man and the X-Men and the Fantastic Four were the characters that Marvel actually sold in the late 90s and the early 2000s, who were the most popular. The characters in the MCU are Marvel's B team. The Avengers are the also-rans. They're just a bunch of people that were thrust together to make a film series when Marvel had already sold all the rights to all of the popular characters. Spider-Man probably being the most popular. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was a big part of kickstarting the superhero cinematic revolution that's led us to where we are now. So Marvel definitely want to be re-involved with that character because it is probably the most well-known superhero on screen, aside from Batman, who's not having a great time right now. So it's a really good time to get in there. Taking the Russos' comments into account, it would be really good if everyone could realise how tragic a mistake this was, not just for Sony, but for Marvel as well. And maybe they can go back to the table and bring Spider-Man back to the MCU and worry less about the money side of things. I don't know. It's not very heroic.
Hello, welcome again to Beat Thy Mario Maker, where we beat Mario Maker levels that either you've sent us or we've seen, and loads of people sent us this one, which looks incredibly challenging, and I'm scared and I don't like it.
Yeah, Simon has 10 attempts to get this done. If he does, he's a Mario Maker master. If he doesn't, he's a Mario Maker moron. Well, you're not beating that world record now, are you?
Whoa. Whoa. There's lots of things happening.
Okay. So you need to jump up onto that question mark, for starters.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you want to try and use that mushroom, I think, to try and like, get yourself up. What? So you want to sort of like jump upwards and bounce off him to try and catapult yourself upwards.
Oh my god. It's impossible. I feel like this could take a while.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think that's what you need to do. I mean, there's a... Oh, dear.
6 to go. Nice. I mean,
Damn it!
well, you had the right idea.
You go back down to the pipe and you could probably reset the level.
Yeah, it might respawn him, yeah.
Yeah. There he is. Also, you've got the difficulty of...
Oh, you got him again. Yeah.
Yeah! Oh, no! Maybe we need to, like... Can you get up to that?
Can I not bounce off the stuff on the left?
Maybe you just need to clear him then if you want to wall jump.
No, but because they're sideways. I wondered if I could.
I think you go for the other question mark. Or you keep doing that.
So shall I just go for a little? Is there a chance something will come out of that I'll catch on the way down?
Can you now use that to your advantage?
Well, for my last go, can I see how people are doing it?
Yeah. I think you need to be running at it. Yeah, you need to like get some momentum off the block, jump up, and then that should probably catapult you up. Not like that though.
It's less than ideal, that one.
Mary, make a moron.
Oh, okay, went too far.
Well,
yeah. It's like, you know, feeling it out.
name your sex tape.
How did you
not die?
What? You just harassed that.
Oh, that was it. Ooh.
Freaking dick. It's so hard, I can't even get past the first f***ing bit. Oh, shit!
How are people so good at this?
I don't know. Practice or something.
I'm too busy having sex, mate.
Yeah!
Oh!
Excellent.
Yeah!
There we go!
There it is.
You're on top of the pipe now.
No! So, Pete, a bit of advice for you
Yeah.
is... Oh, Jesus. Don't do that.
Yeah.
When you hit the gummy, you then press jump again.
Yeah, that's... Weren't you doing that all along?
I wasn't.
But why?
Because I tried, but it's too many
we
buttons.
determined it was a separate jump.
It's not as easy as it sounds, Pete.
Yeah, I know, but like, you weren't even trying to.
Oh, well, I'll stop giving you advice then, Pete.
All right. It's probably for the best, mate.
Piss flap. Ah, you mother...
You got it? Yes! Over the pipe now.
Yes!
Oh! Yes. Now, over the other pipe!
Still alive, though. Still alive.
Still alive, still on 2.
Ah! God.
Oh, fuck.
You got the fairness, though.
Yeah, I'm a Mario Maker moron.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Don't run from that. Well timed.
Yeah, yeah, you got up there.
But you got to press jump again when
Yeah, I
you hit the,
know.
Oh, I thought
we actually
Hey!
decided it was a second jump.
Ah! Bitch!
Really didn't expect you to say that.
I'm actually shocked.
Patience.
There it is. Pete's got this now.
There we go.
Right,
Right.
and then you need to like just run around and jump
Yeah.
yourself up. Oh, sorry. There we are. Okay, right.
This level can f***ing do one.
Ah, there we go.
Mario Maker Moron. We're all Mario Maker Morons once again.
So if you've got a code that you want to give us to try out on Mario Maker 2, which we probably won't be able to do because, as you can see, we're not very good.
Auto runs would be nice.
Leave it in a comment down below and we'll get to in a future episode of Beat Thy Mario Maker.
Now, in Friday's video, Luke and I asked you, what game would you complete using Nintendo's Ring-Con controller? And Jay Lee said, obviously, Mario Kart. Turn with wheel, power slide by jumping, shoot by pointing, accelerate by running, brake by sitting down, and having a heart attack. And turn your head to administer the Luigi death stare. Bo Havercroft said, question of the day, Sonic the Hedgehog. Gold rings collected with a ring-shaped controller. It just makes sense, right? Luke? Oh, Luke isn't here, buddy, which means we can say what we actually think about Sonic the Hedgehog. It's shit. M.A. Campbell said, imagine completing Doom with the ring thing. I mean, if it works on a piano, it'll work on a ring. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below to answer our question of the day, because we will be going through your comments on tomorrow's video. And if you haven't already, give us a subscribe, because when we hit 50,000 subscribers, we're going to start doing a WWE 2K Universe mode with all of us in it, and it should be a load of fun. I've been Fakidor Laurie Blake, and remember, we're watching.